What's up, guys? So I've been using my iPhone 7 for a very long time, as a matter of fact almost 5 years, and I think that this was a perfect time to upgrade since the phone has started showing its age a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, as a guy who records on YouTube and as a tech YouTuber myself, I just think that, it would be definitely nice to upgrade to a newer phone. So that's exactly what I did. I upgraded to the iPhone 13 Pro. Unfortunately, I'm only showing you the box since I'm already using the phone to record this video, and I hope you like the sound. Since in the previous videos it wasn't that perfect, but I hope the quality is better now. But with that being said, this is the very important video I feel like people who wanna upgrade their phone should definitely watch, since I'm gonna talk about the biggest upgrades from my older iPhone 7 to the iPhone 13 Pro. If it was a big upgrade, and yes, spoiler, it was a huge upgrade, but how exactly did it affect my usage experience and what really changed? Since to the core, even an older smartphone has technically the same capabilities, camera, speakers, display, processor, whatever, it's the same. But what made the new iPhone 13 Pro so good, such a huge upgrade? And I think that beyond the word everything, let's just break it down a little bit. So if you have seen my previous video about when you should upgrade your iPhone, you will know what I'm talking about. And in that video I said that after a certain amount of time, your phone starts bothering you more and more. And that's exactly what happened with my iPhone 7. It was a great phone for the time being, come on, great phone. But it started getting old, and very old. And more things were bothering me. So when I switched to iPhone 13 Pro, these things didn't exist. Things like the design. Yes, because the design matters for us. The fact which products we are using, it kind of identifies us. It's kind of our identity. I don't want to speak that way, but a little bit to a certain degree. We just like having this premium feeling, the feeling that we are using the newest, the latest product with the best design compared to our older product. And that was definitely a huge deal. The build quality, the way the phone presents itself, the all-screen design. And when it comes to the screen, I mean, the upgrade was gigantic. The OLED, the perfect blacks, brightness. Promotion is great. It's not that huge of a deal as I thought, but it's definitely a great feature, and the efficiency of the display, which again translates to a great battery life, because let's face it, 13 Pro has a great battery life for a guy who was using iPhone 7. This phone lasted about 3 hours of screen on time with my usage. So now seeing the 13 Pro almost not dropping on a battery, this is absolutely insane. And again, the speed, the overall usage capability with that promotion and with that A15, the fact that apps are no longer closing, since now you have 6 GB of RAM on the Pro and 2 GB of RAM on the 7. So that's the thing. After a couple of years, even though some people say the upgrades are small, this upgrade is not significant, but after a couple of years, 5 to be exact, these things start to build up, and they build up greatly. Jesus, the upgrade is enormous. The camera, I'm not even gonna mention that. I'm gonna be testing that thing today. But I already see the full capabilities, the lenses, the features. It wasn't existing here. This is a phone that doesn't have night mode. Hell, it doesn't even have smart HDR, which was introduced in 2018. So crazy camera upgrade. And the speakers, again, the battery life. When I started playing a movie on that phone, I was just blown away, because the all-screen design made the watching so much better. The speakers were beautiful, the contrast, the natural frame rate thanks to that promotion. I mean, it was absolutely stunning and amazing experience. So when people say that upgrades of a phone don't matter that much, well, for average customers, maybe not necessarily, but for tech people, they matter more and more. And eventually, even if you are an average customer, it's gonna matter to you when you see your phone, not being the best at phone calls, not being the fastest, slowing down your actions, the screen being too small for you to use it comfortably, the camera not being good enough to, record all the details you want, the voice not being good enough. Hell, that. If you have seen my videos, that the voice on this phone wasn't great. Man, some people were telling me that the mics are not great. I hope Right now it's a little bit bare, really hope. But yeah, that just shows you that, you know, the phone was great for the time being, but after a certain amount of time, it was definitely a time to upgrade. And if you are considering, you don't have to upgrade to the 13 Pro. I think as a matter of fact that it's an overkill for most people, since average users are really not gonna care about that promotion, maybe even that telephoto. Average user cares about the design, the performance, the battery, and maybe the camera. And that even iPhone 12 will be a great upgrade. Maybe even iPhone 11. So like, yeah, if you're considering to upgrade your phone to a newer phone, like 2, 3, 4 generations newer, it's gonna be a huge upgrade. And I hope that this video definitely showed that, since as I said, you know, I was using this phone and I was kinda okay, but the more and more things start bothering me. And with this newer phone, iPhone 13 Pro, I don't have these issues because, you know, the upgrade after such a long time is definitely a meaningful upgrade. So if you are considering that, again, I might have already dropped that video or will drop it soon, but I will tell you now, like, if you need a newer phone, just please don't wait for the rumored great iPhone 14, whatever that name gonna be, whatever this phone is gonna have. Right now, you have great phones and you don't have to upgrade to the latest and the greatest. Just, you know, a phone that is newer 2 or 3 years is gonna give you a huge upgrade, let alone 5 years like iPhone 13 Pro, you know. Everything is upgraded on this phone. And it's a great experience. And you know, this is not a full review, of course, of that phone. For that one, I need a little bit more time. So make sure to stay tuned for that, subscribe for that. But yeah, definitely the upgrade was huge. And from an iPhone 7 user's perspective, like this was just a gigantic, enormous deal for me to upgrade from that phone to the new 13 Pro. I mean, the upgrades are absolutely insane, whatever you can think of. The connectivity, speed, screen, I can recite all day. When you're keeping your phone for so long and you upgrade to the newest one, to the latest, the upgrades are gonna be unbelievable when it comes to day-to-day usage experience. And you know, we are all using our phones more and more, so that's definitely an option to consider. Just like there is another option to consider, which is dropping a like button if you enjoyed this video and smashing that subscribe button if you wanna see more content like that. And hopefully, until next time.